ever got in trouble, I would be there on the double just to bail you out.
Hi, my loves. Every day is such a sweet sight. Welcome to the final episode of Renaissance Woman Backstage at Something Rotten with this guy, Heidi Blickenstaff. I am so happy that you guys have joined me for this amazing season. We have a fun week planned. I wanted to let you know that we are doing the Broadway Flea Market at the end of this month on the 27th, September 27th. We're selling these aprons that are so cute. Also buttons, magnets with all of our signatures. The show has begun. Something Rotten has begun. It's our second show on Wednesday night. Guys, fun week planned. Thanks for coming. I gotta go get my ass on stage. You guys, we're going on an amazing field trip. I'm at the corner of 45th and 9th Avenue in New York City. This neighborhood is called Hell's Kitchen. It's okay to say that word. Come on, you guys. I'm going to one of my favorite places and I'm taking you with me. Come on. You guys, we're at Schmackary's. I'm so excited. These are all my pals from Schmackary's. That's Angel, that's Ian. Tell me your name.
Chris. Everybody calls me Buck.
Buck. There's Buck, you guys. Look at the beautifulness that is Schmackary's. Look at it, would you? Look at that one in particular. That's the one I like the most. That's the funfetti, everybody. The funfetti. I just wanted to show you Schmackary's, because if you're ever seeing a Broadway show, you should have dinner on 9th Avenue and then come to Schmackary's for a cookie after, and you might even see me here buying them out of funfetti cookies. Ian, may I please have 4 funfetti cookies?
You may.
Schmackary's is actually owned by a really nice guy who's an ex-actor named Zachary. How about that? Zachary made Schmackary's. Hi, Zach. Look, you come here, you can get this cute box too.
Bag.
I want a bag. And I'm gonna tip. Bye. That was it. Now we're gonna eat them. And like a gift from the baby Jesus. Now, I never like for people to be not feeling their best, but Alex Pevick called out tonight. And Alex is a leather boy, and it's our last week of the vlog. And guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Giancola is a leather boy tonight! Yay, check him out, check him out. Eric, thank God I got you before the vlog is over.
So glad.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eric is also our dance captain and super swing. How many roles do you know in this play?
Well, I technically know everyone's role.
Everyone's role?
Even yours!
No! Do you enjoy wearing this leather getup?
I love it.
Yeah? Is it easy to dance in?
It actually is. It feels great.
It's a little breathable.
Yeah.
You have a sensible blouse.
Good. Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad that I caught you in your leather. You look totally ferocious.
Thank you so much.
Have fun tonight.
See you later.
Because my therapist says there are no accidents. I was having some guilt because one of our swings, who occasionally is a leather boy, I never filmed as a leather boy, but tonight, in the last moments of the last vlog, he's a leather boy. Again, I'm not happy that we have someone out, but I'm so happy Matt Wall is on. Here he is. I'm gonna follow you.
You are?
There, yes, I can follow you on stage.
Here we
Ladies
go.
and gentlemen, it's Matt Wall as a leather boy. It's Places.
Ah!
It's Places. Oh, look how cute he is. Look, there's his butt. He's super cute. He's gonna do his thing.
You're the best.
Love you. Bye. That was exciting. I know it was very last minute, but I got my full set of leather boys. You're welcome.
There are leather boys?
You love them too, don't you? Hi, you guys. So, Olivia asked a really good question, which was, Blix, what's it like being greeted by so many fans at the stage door 8 times a week? Want to see? Come with me. Come on, everybody. Come with me. You guys, this has been super fun doing this with you. I love you so much. This show would not exist without you. And now, we're going to greet you. Come with me. Hi! dog! No. I just tweeted you today. You did? Can I take a picture? Of course you can. Of course you can. Can I take a picture? Thank you so much. I just got out of pin girls. I don't know how that was. Sure.
They're like, who?
Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. Ooh, look, you guys. New souvenir program. Look, it's brand new. There's a picture. Look, it's me big. It's me. Oh, sorry. Ah! Thank you so much.
Fantastic job tonight.
Thank you.
Can I get a picture?
Brian Joseph James. He's coming up.
Is he?
He is.
The show.
Of course.
You performed at U-Stand a few years ago, and
At
you
where?
were at U-Stand,
Yeah.
and you were phenomenal, in
Heidi, look up.
The Renaissance Woman. What is the house?
This is for her vlog.
I want you.
Let's do it.
I might. Can I be?
You can be if you want to.
Great. Thank you so much. Guys. Hi. I like your shirt. Thank you. You're on it. You're on the vlog. Totally. Jessica, say hi to everyone at Broadway.com.
Hey, Broadway.com.
Something Rotten fans are the greatest.
Baby, you're awesome. Thank you so much. This is a great
I think your song was my favorite too. Like your solo song.
Make sure you tell Christian and Brian that it was your favorite.
Okay, I will. First part of my show.
Shut
I'm
up!
so excited.
Oh my gosh, this is a good one to be your
Awesome.
first one.
I am your
Of course. Hi, how are you? I like your pretty shirt.
This was her first show ever.
This was your first Broadway show? Did you have fun? I'm very glad. I hope you see lots and lots of Broadway shows after this.
Fly by Brad Oscar.
Oh, sorry.
We love you, Broadway.com.
Crazy, we do.
Come see us at Something Rotten. We're here 8 shows a week.
At the fabulous St. James Theater.
Yeah, you too can have this experience.
We've got Sharpies.
Bye, everybody.
Oh, Simon Birch, you ruined it all. Oh, hey. I didn't see you there.
Oh, I was here again.
Oh, I'm actually quite sad that this is our final book
Nook!
nook.
It's the final book. Nook.
Oh, who is it?
Oh,
Come in.
Hey, Christian.
Oh, hey. How are you?
Hey,
Sorry,
Brian.
we're just in the middle of the book nook.
we're just filming. We'll see you later.
Okay. Thanks, though. I'll come and talk to you.
Okay.
With me as ever is Baron von Steenbergen.
Baron! How are you?
Yeah. We're all very excited. And so let's get right to it because we have some business.
Oh.
Come on in.
Christian.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Brooksy.
Sorry, we're just doing the book nook.
Book nook time.
Sorry. We should probably talk because
Is it that?
what happened happened.
Okay.
Hey, Baron. Sorry, I'll talk to you later.
Brooks Ashmanskas. Totally agree. agree. This week, the selection is our final selection is A Prayer for Ellen by John, which is just a fantastic, beautiful book.
So good.
Tears. Ignore the film Simon Birch. All those well-intentioned people, they really didn't get it right.
No.
But it's just you will never find a more fantastic literary character. Owen Meany is a classic. You will be able to hear his voice. It's a beautiful, beautiful book. You can't go wrong. And I'm going to give this away to two people. There's a tie, actually. Two people that really have participated quite a lot. And it's both Jennifer Fatone and Liz McCula. Who I think at last count we're up to like 25, 30, 32 Rotten Acts of Kindness. And so bravo, you guys.
Yep.
You'll each get your own copy. God, and I guess that's it. We don't really have any other orders of business.
No.
I guess we should...
Oh, right.
Are we going to do this? All right.
He sounds sure.
We're doing this.
Okay. Okay.
As some of you may have guessed, this isn't even my real hair. My name is Edward Stanchion, just a humble corporate tax accountant from Muskogee, Oklahoma. I started doing Baron von Stanchion market at children's parties because I needed a little extra cash to pay on the lease on my AMC Gremlin. She's a real beaut. Lime green, only 150,000 miles on her. I even got rid of the wet dog smell. I digress. I only ever wanted to make people happy. And if I've hurt anyone, I am deeply, deeply sorry.
Well, I didn't see that coming.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the final Twitter question portion of Renaissance Woman. Look at my new home. This is what Nicholas and I are calling our bonus room, which for the time being means that everything that we don't know where it goes is going in this room. So he's made me a bourbon and Coke, and I'm gonna sit in this room, which, by the way, our new place doesn't have air conditioners yet because our old place had them built in. It's a little hot. I'm gonna be a little glistening. Here we go. Mary Whistler, love the vlog. I was wondering if you had a hand in creating any of B's lines. Did anyone in the cast contribute lines? I will say, Mary, next to title of show, this was one of the most collaborative experiences I have ever been a part of as far as creating a Broadway show. Our authors were so extraordinary. First of all, they're geniuses all by themselves. Wayne and Carrie Kirkpatrick and John O'Farrell. They are all such exceptional writers in their own right and didn't need any help from us, but that wasn't really the environment that they created. Our authors, along with Casey Nicolau, created an environment that was we worked really hard and we always stayed on task, but if you've seen the show, you know that there's a lot of talent on that stage, and to not take advantage of, you know, the really smart stuff that comes out of Brooks Ashmanskis's head and mouth, and Christian Borle and Brian Darcy James and John Cariani, would be such a missed opportunity. So when we happen to say something funny, sometimes it got put in the show. There's a part when Kate Reinders has had a little bit to drink, when she's meeting Shakespeare at his party, and she mocks her dad at one point and says, "Smite their bottoms," and that was all Kate, and it got put in the show. Cassie asks, how many musical references have you noticed in Something Rotten? Cassie, we actually have been keeping a tally, and I think so far, any guesses? Want to take a guess? We're up to like 50. I think we are up to 50. True story. Low says, H-Books, you've had some amazing roles. Do you prefer originating a role or replacing someone in a well-known show? Though I love replacing, and I'm always so grateful for any job, frankly, that I get on Broadway, I would have to say, you know, the mother load is getting to originate a role on Broadway. That is truly a very rare and spectacular thing. So I like that better. Michael Matkowski, what was your favorite part of doing Renaissance Woman? Michael, I have to say this part where I get sort of like a direct line to you guys. That has been really pretty spectacular. I have a Facebook account, but I wasn't super active on social media, and I might take a little hiatus after this because this has been very interactive. But I love how immediate it is. A vlog comes out and you guys immediately have access to Twitter, and you write to me and I can immediately write you back, or favorite something, or put a question that you ask on the vlog. So Michael, hanging out with you, has been my favorite part. Bend Bottomer. When you've been in a role for a while, as you have with B, How often do you have stress dreams about your show? I think you ask any actor. I think we all have stress dreams. I don't think they ever stop. And what's even more interesting, several of my friends, including the guy behind the camera, who's also my friend, and my husband, and a kick-ass cameraman and entertainment lawyer, still has stress dreams, don't you, honey? Nicholas used to be an actor a long time ago. That's the point I'm trying to get to. I have dreams all the time about how I'm suddenly thrown into a show that I did 3 years ago and they expect me to still know the lines like you always do. That never goes away. So if you're planning on becoming an actor, please enjoy the stress dreams you'll have for the rest of your life. DeAndrea Escu. I'll miss your vlogs when they're over. Thanks, DeAndrea. How long have you done Broadway Bikes? This will be my 3rd year technically doing Broadway Bikes, raising money for Broadway Bikes, which is a part of the MS bike ride. But last year, right before the ride, I crashed. That's a whole other story. We don't need to get into that. So I did not actually ride in the ride. So this, even though it's my 3rd year of raising money, it's my 2nd year of actually riding the ride. Nicholas has done it 6 times. He's our team captain. And if you want to know more about it, go to B-Way Bikes on Twitter, @BWayBikes, and that'll hook you up. You can be on our team. You can donate to the team. It's on October 4th. Do it with me before my matinee that day. The second question is, what's one cast album that you love to listen to? I will tell you, hands down, my favorite cast album to listen to is Light in the Piazza. Elizabeth Powell, Ultimate Sophie's Choice, Barbara, Judy, or Liza. Maybe not what you would think. It's Liza. First of all, Liza's a Candor and Ebb girl, among many other wonderful things that she's done in her career. But she won an Oscar for doing Cabaret. All those women are totally spectacular, but Liza I've actually crossed paths with, and she is a delight. And I'll tell you a really quick story because it's a good one. We were doing a benefit for John Candor. A bunch of Broadway people were singing Candor and Ebb songs for John, who was in the house. Sadly, Fred is no longer with us. And everybody in the Candor and Ebb family was doing songs. And I had just done the very first time we did First You Dream at the Signature Theater in Arlington. And John had been a part of that. And we were asked, me and Julia Murney, hey Jules, to do something that's coming up in First You Dream that you'll have to see on November 20th on PBS. It's something we like to call The Belt Off, where Julia sings a beautiful song that they wrote called The Money Tree, and I sing Maybe This Time. She sings that, I sing Maybe This Time, and then they're smashed together thanks to the genius of an amazing arranger, David Loud, who's my good friend. When we did it that night, Cheetah is stage right, and Liza is on stage left, wing 1, and Julia and I are singing these 2 songs. I don't know that I have ever experienced anything like that in my life, nor will I. The great news is they're both so lovely and supportive and couldn't have been nicer to us. But singing Maybe This Time with Liza right there was a little crazy, but she was gracious and lovely. She also had a very interesting outfit on that night, but I love her. You can see that very performance on YouTube. My mic goes out and I'm wearing a green dress and a lot of people didn't like it. Guess what? I didn't either. Becca Kraft, H. Blix, what's your best advice for picking an audition song? I'm sort of the worst person to answer this question because my answer is do something that shows them who you are. Don't necessarily sing a perfect song for the show. Your teachers are gonna hate me. Here's my little secret. For years, no matter what I was auditioning for, whether it was Jekyll and Hyde or South Pacific, my audition song was, ready? Delta Dawn. Secret's out, everybody. It didn't matter what it was for, classical Broadway show, contemporary musical, whatever. Bette Midler did this really cool, like bluesy version of it. She's 41 and her daddy still calls her baby. It was originally recorded by Helen Reddy, whom I love, but Bette Midler did this great cover of it, and I stole it. And here's what's amazing about that song, and if you find a song that shows people who you are, if you can peel the banana peel away and show them the delicious banana that you are, then they'll be like, what else do you have? And then you can sing from South Pacific or Jekyll and Hyde or whatever. But I think the way to get into their hearts is to sing a song that like shows them exactly who you are. How about that, Becca? Terrible advice. with Heidi Blickenstaff. Laura Larson, Lady Heidi Blickenstaff. Oh, please, don't be so formal, Laura. You spread so much joy. That makes me happy. Every day is such a sweet sight. I'd love to know what the most fulfilling aspect of being an actress is. That's a really great question. I am very overwhelmed by the fact that for some crazy reason, I get to live my dream. I dreamt this dream as soon as I knew there was a Broadway. I dreamt to be here. And now the fact that I get to be here, it breaks my brain a little bit. I wish that everyone could have that magical experience, that the dream that they dreamt for themselves when they were, 4 was what they ended up doing with their life, and that it delivered happiness. Because sometimes people dream a dream and they accomplish it and they're like, being an astronaut sucks. Just Fletcher. I'm just starting my career in theater. Will you talk about what you had to go through to get where you are today? P.S. You're so inspiring. Hey Fletcher, you're inspiring too. It goes in a circle. You inspire me, I inspire you. How about that? I graduated from Duke University with a degree in drama, and I literally, like the song says, title of show nerds, I packed up the U-Haul and I drove to New York City with some friends of mine. I started waiting tables and I tried to get into grad school a couple of times. I didn't get in. A lot of my Duke friends did go to grad school, not me. As soon as I definitely knew that grad school wasn't for me, I decided to hop into the workforce. I did not have my equity card. I went to an audition for a non-equity tour of The Who's Tommy, and I got it. And I went on tour and I started my career, and slowly along the way I got my equity card doing Dreamgirls, and I started out in ensemble roles. I kind of started out as a dancer, and then I started understudying principal roles, and most of this I was on, ready, 7 national tours. Once I got known as kind of a girl that would tour a lot, I was like, wait a minute, that's not what I want. I want to be on Broadway. And so I started saying no to tours, and I started taking small roles regionally. My very first role at the North Carolina Theater, and I played Dotsy May in Best Little Whorehouse, and I was so proud because I finally got a role. And then I played bigger roles regionally, and then eventually I came into New York and was in the ensemble and covered on Broadway, and then title of show is what changed everything. But that's kind of me in a nutshell. Everybody has a different story, and I think the key thing that we all have is that we all work tremendously hard, and all, like little pilgrims, we made our way to New York City in lots of different ways, in lots of different modes of transportation, and we got here, and you figure it out. Figure it out. Ruby Winslow asks, how do you deal with not getting a role you really wanted? Ruby, this is my favorite question of the week. Did you just not get a role you really wanted? First of all, Ruby, I love you, girl. You know how many roles I've wanted and not gotten? A lot. And do you know how many roles I'm gonna want and I'm not gonna get in the future? A lot. When I first started getting rejected, it was devastating. It takes a while to thicken that skin. And then after a while, you realize that a lot of those casting decisions are completely out of your hands. They could want a redhead, or they could want someone who's itty bitty, or they could want somebody who has a different vocal range than you, or you look like their ex-wife. There's so much that's out of your control that eventually you're just like, meh, that's not my job. And I think that now I'm to the point where when I don't get something, I still get disappointed, don't get me wrong, but I'm better at being rejected now. When I don't get something, I literally say to myself, that's not my job. That was some other nice lady's job. Good for her. She's gonna have that job, and that's gonna be her story. That was not my story. And this is an even better way to think of it. When you get rejected for something, try to get in your time machine and fast forward to whatever the next thing is, and know that if you would have gotten the job that broke your heart just now, you wouldn't get the one that you're getting. Does that make sense? I have so many stories like that if I would have gotten a job, I was really close to getting Dirty Rotten Scoundrels on Broadway, really close, and I didn't get that job, and I was waiting at Devastation Station. You know what I did get instead of Dirty Rotten Scoundrels? Title of show. Rivka Sikora, what was it like during previews and the whole rehearsal process with all the sudden changes and alterations? It was crazy town, for sure. It was very thrilling, very exciting. I did not have a solid poop for a month. We got new pages in the morning. We would rehearse the new pages, and when I say pages, I mean like new changes to the script, but also song changes. Songs got cut, songs got added,
and we would rehearse all the changes during the day, and then we would do the show at night. And some nights I was so last minute with script changes that I would write bullet points in a Sharpie, I'm not kidding, on my hand, because I knew that I had to like say certain words in order to get Brian to the next scene, because he would repeat those words in the next scene, or to get John to the next scene. It was crazy. I've never experienced anything quite like that on Broadway, but that's also the privilege and the excitement of creating a new show. And these writers and Casey Nicholaw were so fearless that we had to meet them at Fearless Junction and like be there too. And this is such an exceptional company, and Casey is such a great leader that I'm so proud of what we ended up with. You guys, this brings us to the end of Twitter questions, and I just want to thank you all so much for sending me these questions. It has been a delight to talk to you, and I also want to thank my bae, Nicholas Rolfing. This is my bae, Nicholas Rolfing, who has been behind the camera for nearly all of Renaissance Woman, and I just wanted to thank you. Welcome to our new home.
Are disgusting.
We love you guys. We'll see you when we see you. Bye. My friends, that's it. That is the end of Renaissance Woman Backstage at Something Rotten with Heidi Blickenstaff. I have truly had such a wonderful time interacting through the interwebs with you guys. It really has been very special and fantastic for me. We went to Chicago and filmed the Candor and Ebb thing for PBS, which is going to be on November 20th. We lived through Eargate. Thank you so much for being so sweet. I moved in all of this time. Good Lord. We had lots of fun times in the country and made drinks with Michael and Jeff. We went into the Broadway pit. We got lost on the subway after we signed the cast album at Barnes & Noble. We found out what everyone on God's green earth, how they like their eggs in this theater. And we learned a little bit more about Brian, Brooks, and Brad. I like them so much. Now we all know what a funfetti is. Oh my gosh. Go to Schmackary's, it's really good. We read some books and we were all kind to people, which is a big deal for me. We met my nephew Jack, who gave the show a thumbs up, which I'm really excited about. I trained an entire 1 lap for Broadway bikes for the MS bike ride. Now that this is over, I'm gonna start actually really training for that, because that's in less than a month, for the MS bike ride. And you can still join our team. Ask me how on Twitter and I'll get you hooked up. That's on October 4th. We met 7, count them, seven leather boys. And my wonderful pals, Margot Lawless and Kate Reinders, were always with me, and here they are! My girls. You guys, guess what? Hi. So Margot isn't gonna be our dresser anymore. You know why? She got promoted! Margot's gonna be our assistant wardrobe supervisor, and we're
Fancy.
so I just left a kiss on her face. We're so excited for her. You guys, the second act is starting. Kate, who will our new dresser be? I don't know. Gail will be our
Palmieri.
I know. She's going to be our wonderful new dresser. But we love you guys so much. Thank you so much for sharing this time with us. And we'll see you at Something Rotten. Come visit us.
There's no problem that's too big. When you're married, that's the gig. So don't be a sexist pig.
See this? See, remember how we talked about belting? See how wide open the cavity is? You too can belt like this. It's a great wig. And it is a wig. I'm blonde, she's red.